Good day, Prof, and good day, community. My IT University, welcome on aboard to Delta Airlines, TPRM 3.0. My name is Adesola, and joining me in the cockpit are my co-pilots, Zoe, Kuda, and Buki. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 33,000 feet above sea level, and we kindly ask that you fasten your seatbelt and enjoy the flight. As we initiated the project in week 1, our primary deliverables are the vendor function map and the stakeholder matrix. So Delta Airlines third-party risk management, a comprehensive analysis of Delta's third-party ecosystem in aviation. We identify the key vendors, the stakeholders, and risk mapping for critical business functions. Our top operational vendors are CETA, which actually does aviation IT and airport infrastructure, supporting passenger processing, baggage handling, and digital identity solutions. We also had, secondly, our GE Aerospace, that's General Electric Aerospace, which actually handles our aircraft engine maintenance, manufacturing, and technical support for our fleets. We have the LSG Sky Chefs, and no food, no flights. So this caters for our in-flight catering, logistics, and onboard services for domestic and international flights. We have our strategic partnerships. We have the Unified Aviation, which is actually the largest aviation ground handling service provider. And Delta has a joint venture, JV, 49%, and with Agin Bright Holdings for 51%. Their responsibilities are the aircraft ground handling, cargo handling, and security services. We also have our Joby Aviation urban air mobility solutions. That's what they do, using the electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. All their solutions are the home to airport transportation. Initial focus is on New York and Los Angeles, and we have that for sustainable air travel. We have our safety stakeholders. We have our SVP, our Senior Vice President for Corporate Safety, Security, and Compliance, that oversees our airline-wide safety programs and regulatory compliance. We have our Director for Flight Safety, which manages our safety audits and our flight data monitoring. We also have our Manager for Occupational Safety and Health that ensures that the ground crew and maintenance comply with safety protocols. We have our safety investigators and our analysts that conducts the internal investigations and the risk assessment. And at this point, I'm going to be yielding the mic to my co-pilot in the cockpit, Kuda, for engineering and technical operations. The mic is yours, Kuda. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Adesola, for the first part of the presentation, and I'll carry on from here. So, on the engineering and technical operations, we do also have some things that we did put in place. So we have the EVP and President and Delta Tech Ops that leads the engineering and maintenance operations. We have the Director of Aircraft Engineering. They do all the modifications and monitors fleet performance. And we have the Maintenance Control Center managers that deals with the real-time decision making for all aircraft issues. And we also have the component and system engineers department that actually handles all specific aircraft systems. You can go next. And as well, on the procurement and the IT leadership, we do have there's a chief procurement officer that actually develops all strategic and supply risk management. And we do have the chief information security officer that ensures that all the cybersecurity across the board ensure cybersecurity across infrastructure. And we also do have the Director of Strategic Sources that they manage all contacts with our major vendors, as my colleague was talking about here. We do have CETA and other vendors. That's the department that we'll be dealing with. And we also have a Chief Information Officer that leads all digital transformation and the IT governance. You can go next. Then on the third part risk mapping, we do have different functions and we do have different levels here. We do have the business function where the key third part risk management, and there's also flight operations where all the aircraft maintenance fails, they are being checked. It falls under the compliance risk. And we do have the customer reservations where all the bookings platform they are being handled. It's under the operational risk. And we do have the IT infrastructure. It falls under our business continuity risk where we have our cloud provider outage. Then we have the supply chain. It falls under the risk, if the financial risk where we have all single source supplier disruption. We check all of that. Can you go on to the next one, please?